Welcome back, beautiful people, to another unboxing here on today's episode of Trey the Terrible Collector. We're going to be finishing off the Savage Land spin-off of the Toybiz X-Men line. And we're finishing it off strong with Kazar and his faithful sidekick Zabu, the saber-toothed tiger. Kazar predates a lot of the modern Marvel stuff. He was back from when the Marvel comics were like Captain America and Namor the Submariner and the Invaders and Bucky and that kind of stuff. He joined the modern era of the X-Men stuff, as far as I know, way back in the 60s. And then he just kind of was constantly a presence in the X-Men universe. I really love the idea of the Savage Land in general, where you have like this bizarre environment where you can have all of these new stories, and it really just adds to the depth of the universe. Where most of the stories are about the struggle of being a mutant in the world, but then they also have to deal with crazy superhero stuff, dinosaurs and mutates and saber-toothed tigers and the like. I am... Holy moly. We almost lost the whole thing. I have been really impressed with this line so far, and I don't think that this one is going to disappoint at all. I've never seen him in person, but he's got a lot going on. Okay, so as far as just the basic sculpt of the figure, very straightforward. You got the flexible knees, shoulders, hips, etc., and waist and head. Everything looks very clean. The joints are tight. I mean, like, this is a nicely made toy. He has a little clip-on, like fur. I don't know, loincloth. Yeah, loincloth. And that looks pretty good. The detail stuff, there's a little, like a vine that's wrapped around one of his feet, some teeth wrapped around the other, little like tattoos or war paint or something on his chest and shoulders. All of that looks really nice. The hair sculpt is very reminiscent of like the Psylocke one, where her hair is windswept and all out to the side. It's an odd choice, but it allows you to have a character with long hair but still have the neck motion and still have the head fully flexible. The paint on the entire thing is absolutely beautiful, except his eyeballs look fucking crazy. He's got like real heavy black eyeliner and like single dot eye paint with like the rest of it colored all white. He's kind of crazy looking. But as far as the figure goes, I really like that. Let's continue on with what we've got in here. See if I can get this out with minimal ado. Ugh! How much ado would you say that was? Like much ado? So Zabu is by far the best looking one of these sidekicks. He's gorgeous. The texture of the fur over the entire sculpt, the detail of the paint on the face and the claws, really, really, really nice. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that he does like a pounce, so you like push him back. Oh yeah, he's gonna launch. Oh, that was cool. Oh, damn, so lackluster. But he's pretty sweet looking. The action feature is whatever. Any of these ones who are supposed to jump always remind me of the Beast, who is supposed to do that flip. He sucked the wind. Kazar also comes with a selection of jungle-themed weapons. He has a battle axe that's got like some feathers and accoutrements. Lots of detail, like the pitting on the blade itself looks like it's been used. It's got a nice little like a little handle that's on the side, which is completely mobile. Everything fits nicely into his hand, and it also fits into the front of the shield, which looks really cool. Um, there's a spear as well. Oh, I was going to say, it doesn't look like there's any way to hold this, but the shield's just kind of broken a little bit. But we popped it right back in. The shield has a little handle on it, which I'll need to hot glue in because that's busted. But it does look very, very cool. As far as finishing up this line, I think this is absolutely wonderful. I think every bit of this... Hey, Luke, get the fart out of here. Get out of here. Every bit of this line has been really, really impressive to me. There have been some weird, questionable things. The odd texture of the Storm figure, where it seemed like she was made of a softer material. The Wolverine being the choice of, the no nose version, that was a little weird. But overall, everything in this has been really fun and exciting. You don't have to. It's okay. I also wanted to unbox this while we were unboxing the Savage Land stuff. So this is a little bonus situation. We've got Shanna the She-Devil as part of the Marvel Hall of Fame She-Force line. We've unboxed some of those She-Force figures in the past. They tend to be reused pieces and parts of various figures. This one we were looking at last night, and my brother just immediately upon seeing it, he goes, "Oh, that's the Invisible Woman, just painted." And he's right. Like, this is a beautiful sculpt. Everything about it is functional. The paint on the hair is much like Tigra's, where it's very detailed. Looks great. I guess as far as complaints about a figure like this would go, like all of the figures in the She-Force line, the details are just painted on instead of sculpted. So the armband and the boots and everything, they're not really like his little vine thing here, like that extends out from his ankle, like it's an actual physical thing, and everything else is just painted on her. She also has a whole bunch of fur on the boots and on parts of her costume, and I absolutely fucking hate fake fuzz on these figures. It drives me bonkers. They all look bad. She does, interestingly, come with a bow and arrow, and it's an entirely different bow and arrow than the only other one I've seen in this series, which is, or in one of these Toybiz superhero series, which is the one that came with Hawkeye. Hers also has a functional bowstring. Let's give her a go. Yeah, fantastic. Her bow and arrow works significantly better than Zabu, and it looks great. The paint on it is like weathered. It has little like strings, like, so it's a very detailed, very neat accessory. I think Toybiz might have also been responsible for making Robin Hood toys, so this might have come from that. I think they also did like Hercules and Xena, so this might have been something off one of those, but really good looking toy. I don't know if it will fit in her hand. It does. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that looks really, really good. I have mixed feelings about this She-Force line. I'm really glad that it exists, but some of the figures are really lackluster. Shanna the She-Devil, on the other hand, is fucking tight. That looks really, really good. Yeah, fantastic subline. I have loved every bit of this. I'm really excited to see where the rest of this series is going. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with me as I open them. You, as always, have been wonderful, and I have been terrible. We'll see you again real soon.